Hi, Crafting with Carrie here. So I got a fabulous find at Dollar Tree tonight. It is a triple cup tray, obviously, so I'm going to try and use it for a triple cup flip pour. So this is a 10 by 10, I think. Maybe it's a 12 by 12, you know? It's a 12 by 12. It's bigger than a piece of paper. I have spritz the back, made sure that it's good and taut. I'm going to try and keep you... This box is my pouring box from Directions with Olga Sobieski, I think is how you pronounce Sobieska, from CraftSmart. There we go. A little bit better. So... I'm going to actually slide it over and then I'll put it back in. Let's fill my cup. So the first thing I'm going to do is give my cups a little bit of a spray of the liquid wrench. And I hate the smell of this, but it does a really good job. So I just really quickly, one squirt each, just to coat the inside of my cups. Yes, I do use silicone, and in fact, I have got both the... I think I've got it today. There it is. No, I have treadmill oil, but I can't seem to... Oh, there it is. So I have both the treadmill oil as well as the Palmer's coconut oil, which has the dimethicone in it. And what I've done with the Palmer's oil is, I don't like the squirtsy bottle, so I've just poured it out into one of my old paint cut tins. So it's this. So when I drop in some of this, no label on it, that's what I've done. This may turn out disastrous. I don't know. Let's see. Okay. I have got the colors for tonight's pour. This is the Liquitex Basics Dioxisine purple. This one, you know, when it came out of the tube, it was super thick and chunky. So I actually mixed this 3 parts Floetrol to 1 part paint, which is different than my normal mix, and then still had to thin it quite a bit. I've poured it through a sieve once. Feel like there's still some chunks in here, so I may be sifting this into or pouring it through the strainer as I pour it into my cups. I have been using a lot of different metallics. This one happens to be the DecoArt Dazzling Metallics Zinc. And I mix my craft paints, anything that's DecoArts or CraftSmart, as 1 part paint, 1 part Floetrol. So that's what's in the darker of my metallics, grays. I have the CraftSmart Metallic Paint Silver, which my lighter of my silvers, lovely color. And one of my absolute favorites actually is the CraftSmart it is the metallic paint in the white pearl. I love the cells that I get with this. I don't have very much of it left. I'm gonna empty that bottle. I have got, for light blue, the Pool Blue, the CraftSmart Pool Blue. Again, 1 part paint, 1 part Floetrol. I have the Liquitex Basics Ultramarine Blue. Just a little skosh of that for brightness. I have the DecoArt Americana Ultra Deep Blue. That's what this darker blue is. And then for some, then my other Artist Loft Teal. And I have dropped in the iridescent medium, the Galleria iridescent medium in this. Every time I've mixed it, that's what I've done. I just like the shimmer that it gives to this color, and it gives it to the entire paint, or the entire painting. I like it. So that has that in there. And then I'm looking at my colors going, I need some pop. I always tell, my recommendation is always make sure we've got some sparkle, some contrast. So to contrast the blue, I have got the CraftSmart acrylic neon orange. And to contrast the purple, I have the bright yellow. This is the Liquitex Basics. Oh, one other one that I forgot. It's on the wrong side of the table. This one is, and I just mixed this tonight, and it's super, super lovely. So the top of the lid. But this is the DecoArt Dazzling Metallics Peacock Pearl. So this is my first time using it, and I'm kind of excited. So I don't know really what's going to happen here. I think I'm going to have to do like a traveling pour, because when I tested this and put it straight down, there was too many gaps underneath the edge of the tray in order for it to lay flat. So I can't really like flip it over and let it sit. So I'm going to have to put the paints into the cup and kind of pour it across. And we'll see how it goes. If I don't know, if I decide, I've got a couple other colors. If I decide to throw them in, I'll let you know what they are. All right, let me fill some cups. So I'm going, I used the last of my black, and I've been meaning to mix some more, but anyway. So I'm going to start with my basic white in each of the cups. This is liquid. You know, I'm really glad I pour through this. I've gotten a booger. I made a mistake and left my cap open on my paint one night, and I was like, no, it's all ruined. And now I'm just periodically having to catch my boogers. So anyway, so this is Liquitex Basics Titanium White, 2 parts Floetrol, 1 part paint. And that one I do add quite a bit of Gina DeLuca's recommended 1 part paint, or sorry, 1 part Floetrol to 9 parts water kind of mix. I keep that in a little jug when I need to thin down my paints. That's how I do it. All right, let me start putting some paints in. I'm trying not make them look quite all the same. So some dark blue on the outside. Again, this box directions are from Smart Art Paintings by Olga. I feel like this purple is still too thick. Gotta add some water to it, sorry. Not even a capful, like a quarter of a capful. But, so this box is, I went to IKEA, found a very large box. It was $8, $5 for the lid. But the metal rods are from the from Home Depot or Menards. I think it was Menards that I found them. They were $2 for both of them. Steel rods, and then I just got my drill out and drilled a hole in the side, and all right, that's so much better. Put this one in the middle. And so that I don't get mud, I'm going to put the contrasting color, the complementary color that goes to each one of these in the opposite cup. So yellow is the complementary color to purple because it is diagonal from it on the color wheel. So I'm not going to put the yellow in the same cup as the purple, but I want it in the painting to provide contrast. And similarly, orange is the complementary color to the blue, so I'm going to put that in with the purple. I do want some continuity between them all, so I'm going to put this light baby blue, the pool blue, across all of them. And my teal, this which happens to be my favorite color. And it's probably time to drop in some either, I'm going to do coconut milk. Three drops in each. Bright blue. The aquamarine, ultramarine. That's beautiful. I feel like I don't want to put the green in yet, but I do have a bit of the CraftSmart Metallics purple that I'll drop in with my purple cup. Okay. Let me put in some more white, and then I'm going to drop in some metallics in each cup, and then a little bit of more contrast. I think that's all the white I'm going to drop in. Don't want it to be too light. This is the light silver. And the zinc, the dark silver. Time for a bit more of the coconut milk. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's go with the pretty green, the metallic green. Since all of them have the teal in it anyway, I love the smell of that coconut milk. Palmer's hair serum. It is so pleasant on the nose. All right, now I'm just gonna top these all off with my dark color that I started each one of them with. That way I have a bit of contrast throughout, and I don't want too much purple. I know that the dimethic or the dioxisine purple has a tendency to take over paintings, so I'm really just doing a faint drizzle, but I do want the contrast, so I'm trying to be very intentional about this. And then the dark blue that I started with on the outsides. Should have added a little bit of water. Well, we're going with it. All right. I can't tell if this is going to be enough paint or not at all. No clue. So I am going to give myself a bit of a quick base coat. Slide this over. Whoa. Got a nice catch. Not too much of a mess up of my layers. I'm going to do a quick base coat. Got another booger. At least I'm able to catch them before they get into my paintings. I mean, when I first started out, I was getting paint boogers everywhere. So my double straining method works fabulously. I've got butterfinger hands today. My fingers are pretty messy. I'm gonna grab a stick. So I'm a teacher, and we didn't have school today in Indiana. It was so weird. I've been in education for 14 years. And I don't think there was has ever been a time when we have had a snow day, weather day, prior to a Thanksgiving break, ever. And I know there's some places that are more inclement than us, but it was strange, let me just say. Strange, strange, strange. And of course, we in our district actually get an entire week for Thanksgiving, so we don't even have school next week. We have all sorts of assessments planned for kids yesterday so that they don't forget everything over the break. We have our snow day, and we wonder how many kids are going to be absent. It is what it is. If you're a parent, send your kid to school tomorrow. All right. You know what I didn't do is I didn't put any of the white pearl, and who knows what happens? It may be disastrous. It may be brilliant. Okay. So I am just going to pour it across. And again, I love how little paint is left in my cup when I give it a little quick spray. I have to say, I love how the paint kind of slid out in layers out of the cup right in this area. Just fabulous. I am going to torch it real quick, and then okay. I love this part, but I know I clearly don't have enough paint on this end, and I don't want to stretch everything out and ruin what I've got. Okay, I'm just gonna tilt them together. I'm going to try and tilt it pretty slowly so that I'm keeping my cells. I'm going to go back to the middle before I make any big changes. this shower squeegee did an excellent job at saving my paint, saving that texture. I still need to come to my corners. All right, I'm just going to go off the edge because I've got so much paint and I love these patterns that I've got. I don't want to ruin it. I'll have to figure out something else to do. I just want to stretch it this way. Sorry, I'm trying to get the all right. Got over my edges. All right, I'm gonna have to, sorry, I know you're out of the frame. I'm gonna let this kind of go back to center and settle. And then I'll figure out what to do with these two corners. What I'm thinking about, honestly, is very quickly pouring another cup, a real small cup, and just pouring from that, using the purple and the teal. That way I can kind of tie that again into the outside, because I love that there's the purple on the inside, but then it would balance it out. But I love this. I don't love this so much. Come on. Come on. There we go. All right. One more corner to catch, and then I'm gonna say done. Come on. Flow. All right. I'm just gonna So I had to move it too much and all my cells broke down, and that's something I know that I have to work on. But considering it was the first time try of a new pouring system, and it was a total experiment. I mean, this was never done before. I'm pretty happy with my beautiful mess. Once I get my hands kind of dried off, I will pause and take you down for I am gonna torch it one more time. See if I can make some happiness happen. And it looks like all my edges, yep, all my edges are good. So only thing I see is right there. Looks like the silicone hit the canvas first, and so I'm going to have to touch that up a bit, but the rest of it, there's some really beautiful things happening here. All right, so let me hit pause and bring you down for a close-up. All right, so I'm envisioning it going this way, but those cells in that corner that popped up with that second torching. And that ribboning kind of texture that happened because of the way the paint came out. That corner is beautiful. Hope I didn't make anyone motion sick. And I hope you enjoy.